Welcome to this tutorial on conducting a site walk for the installation of a CellGate OmniPoint system. This video will guide you through the process of scoping a site for an upcoming install, using the OmniPoint Installation Scope checklist as your primary tool. This process should be completed by a CellGate sales engineer or a member of the CellGate sales team, in collaboration with either the dealer, installation team, or property manager. Let's get started. Pre-walk process. Before you head to the site, there are a few important steps to complete. Download a Google Earth map of the site address. Plot the preliminary installation locations for the gateway and EPMs. Google Earth will also allow you to measure the distance between each location and their power source, along with the distance between each EPM and the gateway they are communicating with. These measurements are extremely helpful during the installation process. We'll confirm these during the site walk. If you're unsure how to complete this process, please view the Creating a Sitemap video on the CellGate website under the Resources tab. A sitemap is incredibly valuable to this process, as it allows the installer to partner with CellGate dealer technical support to troubleshoot any issues that may arise during the installation. Now, open the OmniPoint Installation Scope checklist. This fillable document will be your guide throughout the process. Gather basic information. Fill in the following details in the checklist: property name, address, associated dealer, your name as the person conducting the site walk, and opportunity number. Note any known obstacles. If you're aware of any terrain features or obstructions that might affect the installation, or the signal between the gateway and EPMs, jot these down in the notes section. Site walk process, gateway. Now that we're on site, let's focus on the OmniPoint gateway. Gateway power. Locate the power source for the gateway. Confirm with the property manager that 120-volt AC power is available on site. Measure the distance from the power source to the desired gateway location. Remember, if you're utilizing Google Earth, these measurements can be taken using their online tools. These measurements should be noted both on this fillable form as well as on that sitemap. To ensure this is accurate, you will likely want to use a measuring wheel. With the assistance of the installer or the CellGate dealer technical support team, use the wire run calculator to determine the gauge of wire you recommend for this portion of the installation. You can download this calculator from the Android or iOS App Store by searching Southwire Voltage Drop Calculator. Be sure to note what gauge you recommend based on this calculation. Note any relevant details about the power source in the checklist. This could be the presence of multiple options for power, or anything else that could be pertinent to the power source for the installation. Gateway signal. Identify the optimal installation location. Look for the highest and most central point. Estimate the height in either building stories or feet. Check for any obstructions that might interfere with the signal. Determine if additional gateways will be needed and note how many. In the next step, you'll be conducting a signal test to test the cellular signal. Please ensure all doors are closed prior to conducting this test. Signal testing. Now, we'll test the cellular signal strength using the Opensignal app. Ensure your phone is on the intended network and using 4G. Conduct 3 tests each for AT&T and Verizon, with at least 5 minutes between each test. For each test, be sure to record download speed, upload speed, latency, and any relevant notes. After completing all tests, determine which carrier provides the best signal for the location. Internet option, if applicable. If considering an internet-based installation, in collaboration with the property manager and their IT team, Identify the internet service provider. Measure the potential Ethernet network cable run. Confirm if the network supports port forwarding. Determine whether a cellular or internet device is preferable for this location. Remember, Cat6 cable is required, and you'll need a PoE injector if using power over Ethernet. Site walk process, EPMs. Now let's focus on the EPMs. Using Google Maps or your measuring wheel, measure the furthest distance from any EPM to the gateway. Identify any obstructions that might hinder EPM to gateway communication, such as taller structures or objects, radiant barriers, metal objects, or stucco that is filled with wire mesh. Ask the property manager and installation team about pre-existing controllers and consider if an MDC, multi-door controller, would be beneficial. Note the format and brand of all readers on site. If anything else may be relevant to the EPM signal, mark it down in the notes section provided. EPM signal testing. First, select the total number of EPMs that will be installed at this site. Now, for each EPM, record the location name. Test the signal strength with and without an antenna, and note the number of LED blinks. Measure the distance to the power source. Once again, ensure all this information is consistent with your site map. With your installer, decide what wire gauge you would recommend for this distance back to that power source. Note the type of device, lock, reader, etc. Consult the installer and then record the voltage requirements for both the lock and power source. Take a photo of each EPM location and upload it to the checklist. Site walk process, Watchman. If a Watchman unit is part of the installation, with the installer, locate the power source and confirm that 12-volt DC power is available. This is required for the Watchman. Measure the distance from the power source to the Watchman location. Determine the recommended wire gauge. Note any relevant details about the Watchman installation. To wrap up your site walk, review all the information you've collected in the OmniPoint Installation Scope checklist. With the property manager and the installation team, ensure you've uploaded photos and location names of each EPM location. Upload the completed checklist and the Google Earth map with plotted installation points to the opportunity in your system. The Google Earth site map is vital to the success of any install. Remember, thorough documentation during the site walk will make the actual installation process much smoother. If you have any questions or concerns during your site walk, don't hesitate to reach out to our CellGate dealer technical support team. If you are still unsure, document what you can, including pictures of site locations and any issues you anticipate. Thank you for watching this tutorial. Good luck with your OmniPoint system installations.